we've been busy, we've been shooting, we've been doing a lot of different things, and I know that there's a lot of controversy out there, but at the end, the judges are the ones that judge these shows. But I know that these two guys have worked their asses off, and I just don't want anyone to take away from any of the accomplishments that were put out there this weekend.
All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So we've actually got some really interesting news to cover in this video. You would feel like after the Olympia, things would taper down a little bit and there's not much going on for the end of the year. But actually, it looks like we still have some excitement. We've got some competitions coming up that actually look like they're shaking out to have some pretty competitive lineups, which I think is actually really cool, starting with the Romania Muscle Fest Pro. So we knew this show was coming up. It's this weekend, the week after the Olympia. But the lineup is actually really, really interesting here. So we know that also Urs MD and Nathan Diasha, but I think the most interesting name by far is Samson Dauda is doing this show, which he does not have to do. But I think this is cool that he is, because like I said, we kind of had to give Nick Walker props for doing the Arnold this year, because he was qualified for the Olympia. He was top 3. He didn't have to do the Arnold. And rarely do we see guys that qualify at the Olympia do shows during the regular season. They just focus on the next Olympia. So Samson, who just took a top 3 spot at the Olympia, does not have to compete. He can take that big, fat top 3 check, go home, relax, focus on the next Olympia. But he's still competing, which I think is very impressive. And I think there's a chance he might do the Arnold Classic UK coming up too. I heard a rumor about that. But any situation where you get a top 3 Olympian competing a week after or just throughout the year, I think is really commendable, and I think that's what the fans want to see. So hats off to Samson for that. But also, not listed on here, like I said, you've got Nathan Diasha, Urs MD, but on the list, Pavel Baron, Christopher Berner, Anton Bippis, Kevin Bruscher, Roberto Bonomo, Vladimir Burek, Pavel Cervinka, Samson Dauda, Mo Fuda from Egypt. He's a really good bodybuilder. Hamid Juma, Gianluca De Lorenzo, Andrea Presti is coming here. Behruz Tabani, who was not able to make it to the Olympia despite being qualified. He's one of the best bodybuilders in the world. He's Olympia qualified. He'll be here as well. Jan Turek and Giuseppe Zagarello. So you've got 2 of the guys that weren't able to compete at the Olympia, Behruz and Nathan, that were already qualified doing this show. And as good as Samson is, and I think Samson will probably win this show, Nathan Diasha is a dangerous bodybuilder. He's won more pro shows this year than anybody else. And I think he's won more overall than anybody else competing right now. Could you imagine what an upset it would be if he beat Samson at this show and won? I don't think that's entirely likely, but it is certainly possible. So we could have a really interesting competition this weekend that could have a really exciting result. I think it's also worth mentioning here that in classic physique, Wesley Visser is also coming straight from the Olympia. A really good placing for him there, coming to try to qualify for next year. And he will have to qualify for next year's Olympia because he didn't place top 3. So good early opportunity for Wesley to try to lock down that qualification. Now, in addition to the Romania Muscle Fest, there's a classic physique show in Texas this weekend, the Texas State Pro-Am. And in the classic physique lineup there, you've got Urs Kalsinski, right after a top 3 finish at the Olympia, again, does not have to compete. He's qualified for the Olympia next year, does not have to requalify. So again, hats off to Urs, a top 3 Olympian coming straight off that Olympia placing, doesn't have to do this, but he wants to compete. I think this is very commendable, and I like to see this. This is what bodybuilding is all about. This is what the fans want to see. It's exciting. Big star power, big names, and some of these smaller lineups make these shows completely different. Now, next up in the news, I want to talk a little bit more about Hadi Confirms and Derek Lunsford. We've got a couple more updates from both of them to discuss here. Also an update from their coach, Hani Rambod, with the both of them. So the first thing I wanted to show you guys was Hadi posted a picture of the Olympia logo and said that he will be back in 2024. Now, I already figured that he would be. However, I did see a lot of discussion after the Derek versus Hadi thing. A lot of people saying, you know, if he's really that upset about feeling like he deserved to win, feeling like he got robbed, and then the, you know, walking off stage, taking off the medal thing, maybe he won't be back. And I also saw some people saying maybe he shouldn't be back. Maybe he should be penalized for what he did. I actually don't think that he should be penalized. I think the public opinion of what he did, that's the penalty. Whatever the reasoning he did it wasn't a good look for him, and I feel like people really let him know that. So he kind of confirms here that he will be back. Now, he also posted another story post, and we'll talk about this video in a second because it's a video from Hani Rambod with Derek and Hadi Confirms. So he also posted on his story a picture of him, Derek, and Hani, and I feel like this was kind of the acknowledgement of Derek's victory here, even though he posted something yesterday as well. He says, "Our friendship, brotherhood, and family have nothing to do with competition. Respect for my family is respect for myself and my country. We are all brothers and respectable, and I'm proud for this friendship." Although, actually, I will say, this isn't a screenshot from the video, because in this picture, Hadi is wearing the gold medal, and Derek is wearing the silver medal, so he posted a picture of them from last year, where Derek didn't win. I actually just noticed that. But anyway, it looks like he's acknowledging Derek's win. It looks like they're cool, and it looks like he will be back next year. Now, in this video that Hani posted, it looks like that they're going to be, Hadi and Derek will be filming some type of content together over the next couple days. And they're obviously in the same room. They're in the same video. So it looks like they are on speaking terms at least, or at least cordial. And even though everyone's kind of saying that everything's cool between them, I still felt like it looked like there was some awkward energy between him and Derek. It looked like him and Derek didn't make eye contact the entire video or really look at each other. But I'll go ahead and roll that clip for you guys right here so you can hear exactly what Hani said.
We've been busy, we've been shooting, we've been doing a lot of different things, and I know that there's a lot of controversy out there, but at the end, the judges are the ones that judge these shows. But I know that these two guys have worked their asses off, and I just don't want anyone to take away from any of the accomplishments that were put out there this weekend. So guys, thank you guys so much. هموطنا مرسی برای همتون که سپورت واقعا پشت ما رو دارین. هم برای من، هادی جان، تیم ایوجن، جریک، همه ما همه ما داره سعی میکنیم که بهترین بدن‌ها رو بسازیم برای شما، بهترین ویدیوها رو بذاریم برای شما، بهترین مکالمه رو بدیم به شما. فقط بخوام شما بدونین که واقعا برای اون کسایی که با چیزای پست‌های قشنگ میزنن برای ما مرسی، برای اون کسایی که چیزای پست‌های زیاد قشنگ نمیزنن مرسی، برای اینکه ما استفاده میکنیم که مثل ما میگیم مثلا گاسولین رو آتش برای ما که ما بتونیم ما رو ببریم خود ما رو بالا. گرگم هیچ وقت سیر نمیشه، مرتب داریم میریم جلو، مرتب هم داره دنبالش میگردیم. تمام نشده. خب champion, congratulations. Thank you. On a win. And guys, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all of the support out there. What I was saying in Farsi was that the wolf is always hungry. So he's just going to make him hungrier, and this is just more fuel to the fire for everybody out here. He's going to try to get better. He's going to try to get better. And my team is stronger than ever, and it's going to continue to rise. And we want to say just thank you for all your support, whether it's watching our content, buying our supplements, or anything else. So again, guys, thank you guys. I appreciate everyone at the Olympia, the IFBB Pro League, as well as the NPC for making this platform possible so that we can all make a living doing what we love. So again, guys, thank you guys so much.
Now, the final story that I've got for you guys today, I thought this was actually pretty impressive. Hassan Mosatafa shows off the fact that he actually tore his tricep the week out, 1 week out from the Olympia, and he still managed to place 11th with a torn tricep, a freshly torn tricep at the Olympia. Now, I thought he clearly, he didn't look at his all-time best. That was pretty obvious, but I think the fact that he was still able to take almost a top 10 spot here with a torn tricep, that's a pretty big win for him. But man, I just wanted to take my hat off to Hassan for that, because I thought that really did impress me that he was able to take such a high placing with that tricep tear, and he didn't even tell anybody about it until after the show, which pretty impressive. So that's going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. I hope you did, in fact, enjoy it. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, click that bell notification icon. And as always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Power, signing out. All right, guys, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the content. Also, check out my Instagram at NickStrengthPower. My Facebook page, which is simply Nick Strength and Power. My secondary YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Vlogs, for vlogs and bonus content that you will not see on this channel. And consider subscribing to my third YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Pokemon, which is all things Pokemon and trading card games, completely unrelated to this channel. So if you're into that, give that one a look. And all links to merchandise and social media will be in the description box below. If you guys want a Nick Strength and Power t-shirt, that will be in the Shopify link below. Have a great day.